Have you ever dreamed of seeing a lion, a savanna elephant, a Cape buffalo, a leopard, and a black rhino in their natural habitat? Have you ever wanted to see the African places that books are written about and movies are made of, all while exploring the game reserves of Kenya, of East Africa? Landmark Tours would like to invite you to experience a once in a lifetime opportunity to join us on our next tour to Kenya for your very own African safari adventure. With Landmark Tours, everything is handled for you, from international flights to hand selected accommodations. A well planned itinerary awaits you, as well as expert driver guides to accompany you on safari, so you can focus entirely on the experience. Let's review the itinerary map. As is customary, your Landmark tour manager will be with you the entire time to support and assist you whenever needed from the time you depart from the United States until your return. We plan for an overnight flights outbound and on the return as we make our way across the Atlantic Ocean. Traditionally, connecting flights in Europe, where we'll make our way directly into the capital city of Nairobi, Kenya. You'll then be transferred to our hotel where you will stay for 2 nights. This will give you a chance to visit and explore nearby conservation, wildlife protection programs, helping to create awareness to protect the biodiversity, habitats, and wildlife living therein. Once we depart the city of Nairobi, we spend the remainder of our tour nights staying at various parks, national parks, and game reserves, in addition to the world-renowned conservatory. We load into Safari 4x4 pop-up vehicles and head northeast for a 2-night stay in Samburu at the Samburu Game Reserve, followed by 2 night stay in Nanyuki at the O.J. Pejeta Conservatory. Next, we head to the Lake Nakuru National Park in Nakuru for an overnight stay there. And finally, a genuine highlight for many, we head south for a 3-night stay in the Masai Mara National Game Reserve, located in the infamous Mara Triangle. At the conclusion of our tour, we'll take an included flight direct from the Masai Mara National Park one way to return to the city of Nairobi once again, where together we'll share a farewell meal before we prepare for our flight home from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport back to the US. Some of our tour highlights include a visit to the Elephant Orphanage, a visit to the Giraffe Center, a visit to Karen Blixen Museum. And then we will have opportunity for game drives while visiting Mount Kenya National Park, Samburu National Park, Buffalo Springs Game Reserve, O.J. Pejeta Conservatory, Lake Nakuru National Park, and the Masai Mara National Park. All the admissions are included to all of these tour highlights, as well as all of the park entrance fees. For accommodations, there is a total of 10 nights of quality lodging accommodations in Kenya. 5 very memorable and unique locations. Our locations are designed for people who want the adventure without sacrificing the comfort. Let's look at the places we'll call home while visiting Kenya. Our first night is an overnight. For nights 2 and 3, we'll be staying at the Serena Hotel in Nairobi, Kenya. This is a 5-star luxury hotel located next to Central Park in a secure location in the heart of the nation's city capital. It's decorated with a global design and a pan-African flair, and it includes modern amenities like a spa and health club, offering a gym, steam room, sauna, and heated pool. It also includes a fine dining restaurant right on site, a Mediterranean terrace, an Ethiopian style bar. So, in other words, you can eat, drink, sleep, and enjoy the city skyline all from the comfort of your hotel. Nights 4 and 5. As we begin our safari, we'll be staying at the Sharova Shaba Game Lodge at the Samburu Game Reserve. This is considered a true gateway to Kenya's wild beauty and landscapes. It's a tranquil oasis where you really can relax in nature with views of the Owasso River along with its lush gardens that surround the lodge. Modern amenities can be found on safari, such as an on site pool, a bar, and even an opportunity to try a foot bath fish therapy. They have a gift shop stocked with Kenyan artifacts and accessories sourced directly from artisans and craftsmen from across the country. Nights 6 and 7, we head to Sweetwater's Serena Camp. This is a sheltered oasis with lodging clustered around a centuries old waterhole. This camp is set in a pristine, calm environment on its own private reserve located within the O.J. Pejeta Conservatory, famously abounding with wildlife, captivated by the big five that you were dreaming about. Amenities include a heated swimming pool, beauty and massage services, a gift shop, including any safari essentials that you still might need, a bar and a dining room overlooking the waterhole itself. In my opinion, this is one of the most perfect places on earth to kick back, relax, reflect, and enjoy incredible sights of wildlife as they take in a drink in their natural habitat. With 2 nights at this location, you can also enjoy any sunrise and or sunset with awe-inspiring views as Mother Nature begins and ends each day in all her glory. Night 8, we will visit the Sarova Lion Hill Game Lodge, located in Lake Nakuru National Park. It's set along Lion Hill, and it's home of the endangered white rhino. We'll also find a dazzling population of pink flamingos, and you will find Kenya's third largest lake, known as Lake Nakuru. Our rooms here will be chalet style rooms, each with your very own private terrace to enjoy the views, and those are views of Lake Nakuru and the park. So take a refreshing dip in the pool, or you can indulge yourself in an outdoor spa treatment at this location. Another night of comfort while living so close to nature. Nights 9, 10, and 11, we'll be visiting the Mara Serena Safari Lodge, staying at the Masai Mara Game Lodge, which is perched high on a hill deep inside the Mara Triangle, which is part of the Masai Mara National Game Reserve. Again, we are staying right inside a national park. We're staying here for a wondrous 3 nights here in their domed huts that echo the style and shape of the traditional Maasai mananas. You'll have sensational views overlooking the Mara River and plains of the Rhino Ridge. Amenities here include a swimming pool, a spa with sauna, a bar lounge, and a lobby area that has access to views that will simply take your breath away. The lodge even has its own airstrip, which we'll fly out of when we travel back to Nairobi on the last day. This tour's itinerary really is wonderful because it allows us the comfort of staying multiple nights at the same hotel at the same location. so you can better enjoy the amenities the lodges have to offer. It gives you more time to relax and less time unpacking and packing. This tour includes 29 meals. That's 10 breakfasts, 10 lunches, and 9 dinners. Distinctive to this tour, most of all your meals while staying at the game reserves and conservatory are all taken care of for you. So there's no worries about where to eat and what to eat. Instead, you're going to find quality cuisine made from fresh, sustainable, sourced ingredients, including produce from local farms and organic gardens, that are prepared in-house by the hotel chefs, offering a diverse international menu. So you'll have a range of choices with your meals with a mixture of buffet and table service, and they really are used to catering to an array of global guests staying at their lodges. Now, in addition to these game lodge meals, safari meals, we also have some special meals that have been planned for you. First, you'll dine as a guest at an authentic Kenyan family dinner that's being prepared especially for a group, as we have been invited to dine at their home. And another is the world famous carnivore restaurant, where you'll be able to dine and try many foods that might not commonly be available at your local neighborhood here back at home. We have lovely tour highlights for you while you'll be traveling on tour with Landmark. Once we're rested up, our first full day in Kenya will start with our daily breakfast service, and then we'll proceed to the Daphne Seldrick Elephant Orphanage. This center has played a significant role in Kenya's conservation efforts, as it offers hope for any orphaned baby elephant that is found in the wild. And it is proud to have saved over 150 orphaned infant elephants which would otherwise have perished. The baby elephants are raised in the orphanage with the intention of gradually reintegrating them into the wild. The age range of the elephants can vary from just a few months to 3 years old. And each elephant is assigned to its very own keeper, who acts as a surrogate mother and will stay with the elephant until it's released back into the wild. Next, we'll visit the renowned Giraffe Center, where you'll be given a rare opportunity to get up close to these gentle giants in this natural sanctuary, which was founded to protect the endangered Rothschild giraffe. Through their education for sustainable development programs, they aim to cultivate an interest in the environment by highlighting practical benefits of conservation to people as well as animals. Breeding the endangered giraffe is a main program goal, and thus far they've released over 40 giraffes into safe game parks and conservancies across Kenya. While visiting, you'll be invited to climb to the top of a platform where you can even stand eye to eye with these magnificent animals, whereas you'd have the chance to feed and take some great photos if you desire. Next, we'll enjoy a lunch at the Karen Blixen Coffee Farm and proceed to explore the Karen Blixen Museum for a glimpse of the fascinating world of this pioneer coffee farmer, Karen, who achieved world fame through her highly acclaimed life memoir titled Out of Africa. Although Karen eventually had to leave Africa, her lovely colonial home has been preserved as a museum, set in expansive gardens, and the Karen Blixen Museum is an interesting place to wander around. Karen was a real person who had quite an impact on the lives of the Kikuyu people, who were the primary tribe once living on her coffee farm and then featured in her book. Just another inspirational person who's made such a positive contribution to the Kenyan life. We will also visit the Kazori Bead Factory. Kazori means small and beautiful in Swahili. Here they make exquisite handmade ceramic beads, jewelry, as well as pottery. Now, this factory was established more than 25 years ago, and it was given a number of near destitute women an important livelihood. So you can watch all the processes of the beads that are being made at the workshop, from its clay formation during a finely dexterous process, and there's also really a delightful gift shop. The designs are colorful and bold, and they reflect Kenya's culture and wildlife. Step into the heart of Kenya's rugged northern frontier and discover the resilient spirit of the Samburu Manyata tribe, where centuries-old traditions thrive amid arid landscapes. Now, our visit offers a rare chance to witness their vibrant culture, ingenious survival techniques, and deep communal bonds shaped by life in one of Africa's most unforgiving terrains, which is home and refuge to much wildlife. Their traditional dress can be seen worn today as you witness century-old traditions and attire as it meets modern-day world and all its influences. Kenya has more than 40 different indigenous people, which are as varied and contrasting as the colors in an African sunset, and equally as magnificent. Swahili and English are major languages spoken across the country. So although you may hear an endearing Kenyan accent that you may need to adjust to, you should be able to communicate with most in English. When it comes to our safaris, this is where the tour really takes another step up to become even more unforgettable for you. Our game drives are set up so you are not rushing through. They're intentional, it's immersive, and it can feel quite personal. Our initial game drive will begin within the Samburu National Reserve, a region best known to find several endemic northern species, including the twiga gazelle, the onyx, giraffes, Somali ostrich, and gravy zebra. Even the elusive leopard has been seen in this region here at dusk. We're using real photos here, taken by landmark tour guests and staff. We thought that's the most genuine way to communicate to you what you may actually see on your personal game drive. Samburu is also an ornithological paradise, as it is the aviary home to so many birds. On day 5, we'll enjoy game viewing drives in both the Samburu and Buffalo Spring game reserves. This provides some of the best and most colorful game viewing in the nation of Kenya. Bring along your binoculars and your camera too. Whether you're amateur or professional, this is truly a photography paradise. Next, we travel to O.J. Pejeta Conservatory, where we learn more of the efforts to protect and provide refuge for the black rhino. In fact, Sweetwaters boasts excellent game viewing with the highest ratio of game to area of any park or reserve in all of Kenya. The camp overlooks one of the busiest water holes in the area. Wildlife encounters here feel almost unreal. When you're at the conservatory grounds, think, this is Africa, as Teddy Roosevelt saw it years ago when he led one of the first safaris to this very location to tour Africa in comfort and in all its splendor. On our last safari to this location, we were fortunate to experience a pride of lions. We saw a magnificent male Mufasas, lioness mamas, and even cub twins. When you stay within the Shaba National Reserve, be reminded this is home to the legendary conservationists Joy and George Adamson. Joy's iconic books, Born Free and Living Free, immortalize the story of Elsa the lioness and Shaba's wild charm. We visit the Chimpanzee Sanctuary, a haven established by the Jane Goodall Institute, providing home for orphan chimps. And on the right, you get a glimpse of what our safari vehicles will look like. These are 4x4s that hold 6 passengers, plus a driver and tour manager. Our driver guides are fully vetted, friendly, knowledgeable, and absolutely committed to assisting us have the best safari possible. Everyone gets a window seat, and the hard tops pop up so that you can stand up if you'd like to get a photo opportunity or for some excellent panoramic viewing. Next, we continue to the Masai Mara. It is perhaps the only region left in Kenya where a visitor may see animals in the same superabundance as existed a century ago. Here, the vast savanna grasslands go on as far as the eye can see. With patience, we'll have the opportunity to not only see animals, but to encounter them in their daily lives, watching them eat and sleep, sharing playtime, family time, enjoying the rituals as they search out for food and water. So what is a game drive? This is where we have a plan to drive out and about, usually early in the morning at daybreak or in the last 2 to 3 hours of the day, when we find animals are most active. Animal locations are not random. Animals will typically be where they are for a reason. On a game drive, you try to locate them. Almost all animals need to drink, usually once a day, so rivers and waterbeds are a good place to search for wildlife. In addition, we follow their common routes in search of food, which can assist us with spotting animals, as predators like lions and cheetahs go on the move later in the day, and we hope to get a glimpse of them in action. Game drives on this tour take you to places that feel so untouched, taking in such raw scenery with wildlife that feels completely wild and free. It's more serene, yet so filled with life. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then being there must be worth millions. You have no idea how humbling it is, how impressive, how dramatic, how moving it is to spend time searching out these animals, anticipating their next step, and then to finally spot them. A dream come true. And you'll soon learn that every game drive feels different, and each one brings something new with every turn. You're not just watching from a distance, but it's the unique experience to be part of the moment. And beyond the wildlife, there's a cultural layer that makes this experience even richer. For example, while visiting a local shop, we were able to see how a simple piece of wood can be taken into the artistic Kenyan hands and so skillfully crafted into such remarkable works of art. It is amazing. Having the pleasure to meet the warm-hearted Kenyan people, leaning in with curiosity to learn some about their customs, their traditions, their history, and their heritage. It seems on so many levels we've stepped back in time, as it also gives us a glimpse into what the future may be as we're all sharing it together. This is why we travel, so we can connect to the land, its wildlife, its history, and its loving people. I am confident that you may not be the same person when you return from this tour as when you first arrived, because Kenya has a positive effect on most all the people that have visited there and have for centuries. This tour has an overabundance of once in a lifetime opportunities. So they say an elephant never forgets, nor will you uh, forget the memories you make on a tour like this. So remember to book your tour soon. It is a risk-free deposit, and there is still some limited space available. I would like to thank you so much for sharing your time with me to learn more about our African Safari Adventure Tour. Please don't hesitate to reach out directly to myself. My name is Terry. I'm a product specialist for this tour. I've served as a tour manager for this tour in the past and have personally spent time working and living in Kenya, so I feel comfortable to answer any questions you may have. So please reach out to the phone number on the screen. I deeply appreciate your time spent learning about Kenya and the wonderful place that it is. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.